How's it going, Mythers? This is Par 73. How's it going, viewers? This is Phil G. And today I'd like to bring you Game 2 of GTM versus Tavern of the Myth World Cup 1999 bottom bracket DE4 winnowing round. That is quite a mouthful. And GTM chatting it up. Well, Augustus says good luck to all. Last game we had GTM taking a 17-point lead on Clash CTF. This game we got Dark Canyon Captures. This music track is called Redemption by Martin O'Donnell, created as part of the original soundtrack for the game. Very fortunate I was able to get my hands on this, and I think it increases the value of the games and the cast overall. Nothing better than watching some old school Myth with its natural music, which I come to really enjoy. But with a minute left to go in planning time, we got 11 captured balls on the map. The point maximum here is 16, a point per ball, and the winning team is awarded 5 points. Tavern in a position to come back here, bring this game within 1 point going into game 3. We'll have to see what happens. It's a 6 vs 7 game for Tavern. We got Matt Cawthon, Mazrim Tame, Birdie, Perrin, Abara. I believe that this player wasn't playing last game or changed his name. Then we have Augustus and JTM on parade. And that does it for Tavern. I believe they might have even lost a player or two. Meanwhile, for Glue the Moose, this time they are captained by Doraemon. Kappa stepping down, still taking quite a bit of units for his team. Well-known player for his skills in the early 2000s and late 1990s. Along with that is Red Phoenix, another well-known player. Scarface taking 42%. Rauco, Warsaint, and Quicksilver taking 1% respectively. Right now they are on ball duty for GTM, effectively moving across the map to secure the game type early tags for their team. One team will end up with 6 balls here, one team will end up with 5. Usually there's 1 or 2 skirmishes. The balls might be reset by then, and then one team has to push and mount the offense. The other team will go into defensive mode. So a fairly somewhat passive game in comparison to the last game. We're going to stick on the automatic camera. It's going to be able to cover a lot more of the gameplay than myself. Will lower the size of the map there. And we got some play mid. Birdie trying to take this ball back for his team as Glue the Moose has secured the mid ball. They will also secure the ball in the east as they pressure this east ball with their spiders. We'll go back to Birdie real quick, see what happens with this fetch and throw pressure. Glue the Moose gonna definitely hold down that mid ball, and it looks like Tavern able to take that west ball, but it will be 6-5 in GTM's favor, forcing the push from Tavern. JTM not taking units here. He might actually only have spiders, and Matt's spiders are gonna go down to Warsaint and Quicksilver's micromanagement of their 8 spiders, or 7 spiders rather. And the 2 troll go into Scarface here, along with Red Phoenix on Soul Pack. They will be pushing that east. They want this ball. They want another ball for their team. Looks like Mazrim is going to hold on to it, but he pushes it out of the control of his units. GTM with the impending Solus Pack might be able to secure it. Matt is moving in along with Mazrim with a fetch and some spiders. as GTM is going to push that ball right over to their forces. I don't see much other action on the map. Matt effectively pushing those souls. His fetch is going to blast the shit out of all those Glue the Moose spiders. Maybe killing one or two of his own. Matt's spiders are going to go down here. And we have Rauko also making a play for JTM. He does have units. The fetch is going to go down here. Back in the east, as Red Phoenix deals the damage to Mazrim, Augustus is going to come in with his Tro and make sure this ball is secure for Tavern. Tavern not giving up on this ball yet. Their Tro has already been dropped to 2/3 HP. You'll notice Scarface already digging into his opponent's Zergs here. The key in these battles is to take out that little melee first, while taking as little damage as possible. Scarface almost getting Tro trapped right here. But the support of Red Phoenix is going to help him out. Tavern unable to wipe out Glue the Moose there. They are down 10%. And you'll notice Scarface's fetch are moving up. They might drop some electricity into Mazrim. He's got to be careful here. He's a little close. Red Phoenix continuing the pressure with his Tro. And Perrin has a large amount of souls here. He's moving into formation as Augustus sneaks around the western part of the map. He will look to get into GTM's backfield, hopefully make some plays and secure some balls back for his squad, as Birdie looks to be out of units unless I can find his spiders on the map. And I cannot. So he's interestingly out of units, not requesting anymore. And the GTM defense is pretty loaded. As noted, they have almost 10% advantage. One of the balls is on this West Canyon. 4 of them located on this middle canyon. None over in the east. The east defended by the Fetch and the Dwarven Heroes and the Malls. They will be coming over soon to support the rest of the army. As this ball is continually spinning, or was, by that angle. It's not spinning anymore. But effectively, they're going to be able to scout out the incoming Augustus flank. Well done by Rauko. As stated last game, that's really the first step to good mything, is knowing what your opponent is doing, so you can better prepare for it. A lot of the gameplay seems to be, you have these hold flanks that can pretty much counter anything, and the ones with the best counter always ends up winning. It's a lot less about what you do well, and maybe we should focus on what we all do well collectively. It's more about the units themselves than the players. I guess that is the scheme of things when you have 96 teams. Over 1,000 players, if that's about 10 per team. Almost 1,000 players. All the teams over 10, you could have up to a maximum of 16. Could have been over 1,000 players. I'll do some fact checking. Maybe we'll be able to find out about that later on in the tournament. Part of these casts is to give you the total coverage of that tournament. But due to time constraints, I wanted to focus on the top 16 from Myth World Cup 1999. I will be doing the same in World Cups 2000 and 2001, although I won't be working on those for quite a while. Back to the game though, we have Blue the Moose adjusting their defense, repositioning some of their solas. You have Quicksilver laying down some satchels, and Doramon trying to poke away at the Solus over here, and we got a duel between dwarves. Of course, it will be interrupted as Scarface's fetch are going to come into play, effectively holding off Augustus just by presence alone. The number of Tro and the fetch is a force that could push Augustus back across the map pretty easily. It'll be interesting to see if the GTM defense can hold up against this mid force, which looks pretty determined on rushing here. Dwarven not really defending any of their balls. GTM actually noticing this. War Saint moving in. He's gonna be able to at least take Dwarven off guard here. And the dwarf battle still going on. Neither dwarf taking damage yet. War Saint making the moves, securing those balls. This ball's gonna be contested by Perrin's dwarf. War Saint might make a play. He's gonna back off for now, bringing his other spiders into play. Perrin's gonna move all of his solas back to the hill. They definitely need to defend those balls. However, this mid-melee rush might not work out so well. Blue the Moose opting to get a lot more artillery than other teams I've seen in this tournament. The 4 fetch, for example, they're making moves on being able to deal the damage at any melee clumps. With 6 minutes left, Dwarven is gonna re-secure those balls, although War Saint looms in the distance with his harassing spiders. The Captain Matt is calling. We have to flank and rush. And this is the truth. They gotta get their souls up there safely. They don't have many spiders left to take and secure those balls. They can't go too soon or they risk losing all of their balls. Looks like Dwarven's gonna commit about 6 Solus and a Dwarf to the defense, along with a handful of Mauls.
5 minutes remaining.
Currently Matt has 42% of the units for his team. I don't know if that's going to work out so well, while Augustus is just completely focused on this battle up in the north with Scarface, who's shown to be a fairly dangerous player. I mean, you notice here his team is willing to give him 2 Tro, quite a bit of fetch and berserks, all on his own. Quite the confidence in that player. I will not question it. So it definitely helped secure that first game win, as well as the current lead in balls. If GTM won right now, the game would end 12-4 with the 8-point differential. I'd effectively say they would close out and win the match. So Dwarven really needs the full max win here. I don't know if they realize that coming into the game or not. I mean, you really want to go into every game like that, but when the scoring system is used, such as the one in MWC, where it's not win, ties, and losses, as a lot of the modern myth players use, you kind of have to plan your strategies around that. And Augustus's Tro is going to lag out. You could tell he just got owned. He's also going to lose his Dwarf here. And Quicksilver is going to come in and kick up the rest of these Zerks. Augustus not paying attention. And Quicksilver not maneuvering his Tro. That Tro is going to go down. And for about half of his health, almost a little bit more, Scarface gonna kick that to pieces. I'm not sure if the game went out of sync here or not, as I don't see any movement from the teams or players. Maybe there's an insane lag burst, I'm not so sure. Yeah, looks like the game ends like that. Let's try to see if that works a little differently. I wonder why that film didn't load. Looks like on the website that the film is corrupt, and Glue the Moose win via 11 balls and the victory and earn the 16 points. There is no film remaining for the rest of that. Unfortunate. So yeah, that is unfortunate. Why don't you give me a second here, we'll get that game going again. As I'd like to point out Scarface's ratios and stats right there. Actually, it really doesn't matter, as we wouldn't actually have the accurate endgame stats. So this one will be cut a little bit short, folks. Unfortunate, but that's that. On the website, it says Glue the Moose takes the game 16 points to 0. It's very unable to hold on to any of their balls this game. And effectively, I believe that would put GTM at 35 points to 2. That's going to give them the match. We will still check out Game 3, see what Dwarven can come up in light of being eliminated. Right now they have 2 points. That would effectively be the least points scored by a losing team in this round, if the match ends like that. The other matches ending with Victus Semper 25 points. Dwarven Elite Strike Force ending with 18 points, and Wolfpack eliminated, leading with the 26 points. The team's really coming back in the flag rally game, being able to get a lot of those points from the flags tagged. So we'll see how many flags Dwarven can tag. Will they pull out a first, second place victory? And at the end here, GTM has proven that they will put up quite the contest against them. They've secured the match. You will see them go on here. I believe they will play against the winner of the Fellowship of Stoneheim and Saber Rummers match. So stay tuned to check out that 5-game top bracket match and find out who Glue the Moose will be playing against. Or you can go check out all the spoilers on macobserver.com/MythWorldCup1999. But yeah, thank you all for watching. That is gonna wrap up game number 2. Glue the Moose takes it fully. The film was corrupt. Sorry about that, folks. Sometimes that's just how things go. Apparently there was no other copy of the game put out. A little one last note about Glue the Moose right here. Apparently they've been on the bottom bracket run. Now that they've secured this victory from Dwarven, who also was on a bottom bracket run. Both of these teams winning their previous 3 matches in the bottom bracket. Glue the Moose going to extend that to 4 upon Dwarven's elimination. We'll see how much longer they can keep up with that, and see if any other runs develop in the bottom bracket. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the cast of Game 2, and that is that, folks. GG's.